Hey guys, Wolvie here and welcome back to the channel. The usual disclaimer as always, any opinion here is mine and mine alone. I have a warning I want to address right now. This particular video will not have any links in it because this is going to be a tutorial and by that a step-by-step for those who have more than one storage drive in their DIY PC, DIY me, do-it-yourself, and their operating server is Microsoft Windows, especially if it's 10 or 11. So what I'm going to be doing here for this particular video, I'm going to zoom in a little bit so that you guys get to see what I'm doing here and where I'm going, is that I'm going to go over here. Now you'll notice here, good thing I didn't hit pause on accident. My thumb was dangerously close. I'm going to actually zoom in a little bit further. Is that you'll see here that I only have one storage drive. However, I'm going to zoom out so you guys get to see my build. This particular build here, I have 3. So with that, I'm going to show you here how to get it done. Make sure all your storage drives are seen on your build. And like I said, these are for DIY builds with Windows 10 and or 11 as the operating server by Microsoft. So the thing here is that it's going to involve one other item in order to get the job done. And then what I'm going to do for the description is, like I said, there's not going to be a singular link. However, what I will do is I'm going to provide step-by-step in the description below. So that way, those who are hard of hearing, as well as those who are completely deaf, can read what I'm saying here. So I'm going to minimize this because it does not really involve that at all. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go over here to start. And then I'm going to zoom in, because that way you guys get to see exactly what I'm typing here. So I'm going to do this. Is going to take some degree of hand-eye coordination. So although you see what I'm going to be typing in here, I'm going to type in the phrase storage spaces. So that's very much what I wrote. So what you're going to be seeing, like once you type that in, you're going to go into manage storage spaces. Now you're going to be taken to this particular screen. Or should I say this right here. So you're going to be seeing manage storage spaces. So let me grab my tripod, because I'm doing this a little bit differently. So I'm going to do this very much one-handed. So you're going to have to bear with me here. So you're going to see this right here. You're going to see create a new pool and storage space. You're going to be seeing that. You're going to be seeing it on 2 sides of the same screen. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to click on this because I'm going to get a prompt. You're going to get this particular prompt right here. It says storage space settings. Do you want this allowed to to make changes? You want to hit yes. Now, like I said, I have 3 storage drives available in my build, but you saw in the beginning, there's only one. So I'm going to be doing is I'm going to do one at a time. So I'm going to go into my other NVMe drive. You get to see here, this is the Samsung SSD 970 EVO Plus. So I'm going to create a pool. Now, like I said, this is where you want to create each drive individually. Now you see here it says storage space D drive NTFS. That's like the region. Now you got all this stuff over here, the amount of memory. Now this tells you exactly what's going on. So two-way mirror, so it tells you the exact number of drives you're going to be needing. Now if you wanted to create everything, it gives you all this stuff right here. So this is parity. And this is at least 3 drives. This is a 3-way mirror, 2-way mirror, and simple no resiliency. Now, if you want to create each storage drive individually, you need to select right here. I'm going to go in on with the phone. You're going to want to do storage space, all that stuff. And you want to make sure simple no resiliency is selected. Now, this is going to be my D drive because, hey, I like to keep things a little bit more uniform. So you can see all this stuff right here. And then you're going to click create storage space. So you have all of that. Now, like I said, I have another storage drive. So you're going to go back and do this rinse, lather, repeat. And I have the last remaining storage drive right there. This is my SATA 3 SSD drive. This is a 2 terabyte, although it's only recognizing 1.81 terabytes. So there's a bit of a rinse, lather, repeat for those with want to create like multiple drives. So we're going to create pool. Now this is going to be the E drive, and then you see all the information here. So we're going to do a bit of a rinse, lather, repeat. Simple no resiliency, and the reason why that is, let me zoom out a little bit. So it says here, a simple storage space writes one copy of your data and doesn't protect you from drive failures. A simple storage space requires at least one drive, but this is one of those instances where you really need to take the risk. So we're going to do create storage space there. So you're going to have the 2 storage pools. So we're going to X out of this. And we're going to double check to make sure we got this done correctly by clicking here. Going back here to this PC. Now you'll see here, let me grab this so I can zoom in so it doesn't hurt my arm as much. So this is, so you see something like this, the C drive, and that little box like above it. That's where your operating server is on. That's the storage drive where it's on. And that's where I have all my files at the moment. So that's the C drive, the D drive, and my E drive. Now I like to keep it like that because it's like, that's just me. That's just how I am. And like I said, I want to make sure when I post this onto the channel, I want to make sure I put the steps in here so that way there's no links, but at least there's something there for anyone who watches this video to follow. And like I said, this video is meant for those whose operating server is Microsoft Windows 10 and or 11, as well as those with multiple storage drives like I do. Now, again, I do not know if anybody else has done this particular video, but if they haven't, this is probably going to be the first. And that sort of thing. And before I go, I want to show you guys something real quick. And that's it. This is the keyboard. Whenever I turn on this particular build, it does show up as like rainbow by default. And I was able to change it to red to match the theme of the RGB for this build. So with all of that, I am done with this particular video. With Wolfie here signing off, I will catch you all on the flip side.